Hi, welcome to day 10. We are talking about DIY story retelling using Makerspace materials. I'm super excited to be here today to talk about using materials from your Makerspace in order to help deepen comprehension. Hope you stick around. Welcome to Readers in the Making, the live show where we celebrate the magic of books and the joy of helping kids grow as readers. Whether you're a teacher, a parent, or just someone who loves fostering a deep, lifelong love of reading, you're in the right place. Each week, I will dive into actionable tips, creative strategies, and inspiring stories to help you nurture confident, curious, and excited readers, one page at a time. I'm Trina Debry, your host and biggest cheerleader in the journey of building readers. So grab your coffee, your notebook, or maybe even your favorite book, and let's get ready to inspire the next generation of readers. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Let's dive in. Welcome. Today we are doing DIY story retelling using your Makerspace. So, this is a really fun way to bring stories to life, and it is a very, very helpful strategy to use when you have kids that don't love reading, especially those wormy, squirmy, I gotta move my body to show what I know types of students or types of children. I had one. I think I was also related to one, and meaning my brother. So I know what it's like when we've got those wormy, squirmy boys or even girls who need to move their body to think. And there's nothing wrong with that, my friend. So what are we going to do? How are we going to get them excited about reading? Makerspace is a great way, which I've talked about a couple of days ago on Readers in the Making. Hopefully you've checked those out. If not, check them out below. Also, I have a quick start guide to getting kids excited about reading. You can grab that right here in the notes and right below in the description, and you can grab that and get right to it. It's like immediate things that you can put into practice. Very, very helpful. All right, so let's talk about Makerspace. Let's talk about retelling stories. Let's talk about getting kids excited about stories and having discussions with kids. This is more than a discussion. This is actually using their hands, using their creativity, using their critical thinking skills to be able to show what they are gaining from a story. So for example, you might do something really creative using Legos. Now I have Legos, so I want to show you. I have this really helpful little storage thing. It looks like a Lego, which is really cool, but it is a container with a little handle, and you can also put a little label in here. You're all set. You can get these at the Dollar Tree for like $1.25, whatever the new dollar thing is, $1.25. They are the best. They are so great to handle materials, and plus they're stackable, and they have a lid, and the lid just pops right off. It's really easy and it's great. So that's one thing. Anyway, you can create a setting. You can have them retell the setting of the story by building it with Legos, by having them like design the setting with Legos. You can even have them like change scenes or change setting. You know, in a story, when you start off in one setting and then it moves along to the next, that's a really important aspect for kids, and it's really thinking deeply about what's going on in the story. And they might even talk about why the setting needed to change, and how that contributes to the overall structure of the story. So we're not just like regurgitating. I can't think of the word. Regurgitating. We're not just regurgitating information. We're actually like analyzing, and then we have to synthesize a bit. So we're going to do some higher level thinking with that. So that's just one activity that you can do in your DIY retelling. Another thing that you can do, which I think is so fun, is even using simple things like Play-Doh and having them create scenes and retell key moments. You might even have them go as far as like making sure that they're showing the facial expression of the character and how the character might feel and why the character might feel that way, and how do they know that? What information are they gathering from the story in order to see that or tell that or retell that with Play-Doh? That's a simple material that most of us have in our house, most of us have in our classroom if we're teachers. Another great thing, and I know teachers have this, so parents, these might be new to you. They're like little connecting blocks, and they are a great thing to build with as well. I just created a STEM challenge for the Super Bowl. It's coming soon, so if you're interested in that, make sure that you're following me on Instagram, Trina_Debery, and because I'm gonna post it and it's going to be 50% off in the beginning. Anyway, I actually use this is the material I chose out of all my Makerspace materials. This is the material I chose for my solution to the problem, and that has to do with the Super Bowl. I'm not going to give it away. And anyway, so this is what I chose, and I thought this is so great. And actually, I chose it after I had already chosen something else. I actually had chosen, which is another great DIY material. Popsicle sticks are the best. Straws are really fun and helpful. The bendy straws make great materials. These are things that we can find easily. They're very cheap and they're everywhere. So I started off like trying to build a base with the popsicle sticks, and I realized I was gonna have to make a stronger base. And also this right here isn't gonna just stand up by itself. So this is a great conversation to have with kids about weight distribution and about, how we make sure that something is solidly in place. So many great conversations to have with kids using materials. Another great material that I love to use, and you can turn anything, any everyday materials into storytelling materials. But these are really fun too. These are connector straws, and they have the little connectors inside, and like these little parts right here that allow them to connect to the straws. You can also, bend the straw, and you can just do so many cool things with this. I use these with third graders in response to what do you do with an idea? Talk about imagination. Oh, it was so exciting. All right, so those are just a few ways that you can use Makerspace materials to think about stories, retell stories, and do you see how the comprehension is getting better and how much fun that can be, especially for those kids that are like, I don't want to do this. This could be an activity that you do after you've done a little bit of reading. So I think that can make reading time so much fun. I wanted to give you 2 recommendations of books to start with when you're thinking about using Makerspace, and that is If I Built a School by Chris Van Dusen. Chris Van Dusen, anything Chris Van Dusen, he has a whole collection. I have If I Built a, this is If I Built a House. I said school. I do have If I Built a House, but this one's I do have If I Built a School, but this one's If I Built a House. Imagine what kids would do, especially homeschool kids, what they would do if I built a school. Like, would they build a school in their house? Would they build a school outside? Like, what would that look like? I think that's so interesting. And then If I Built a Car is another one that he's written. And I do have If I Built a School, but I couldn't find it. Anyway, so fun, very helpful to get kids thinking and building. I hope that helped. And if you're ready for 5 quick ideas to get kids to love reading, then download my quick guide, and it's right below in the description. If you found this helpful, please like the video, comment, let me know what you're going to try, share it with others. I want to make sure that every reader is feeling joyful and confident, and we are working hard to do that 1 page at a time. Take care. See you next time.